What's going on, guys? Cesar here. Welcome to Pokemon Go. Today I will tell you how to hatch eggs faster without walking in this game. So let's get started. So if you're a lazy fat ass that wants to hatch the eggs without having to go outside of your house and keep walking for kilometers and kilometers in order for you to hatch every single egg you have, like these eggs I have right there. I mean, as you can see, the eggs, some of them require 10 kilometers, some of them require 5, some of them require 2. So you'll have to actually go outside into the real world and keep walking in order for you to be able to hatch those eggs. But if you are lazy and you don't want to do this and you actually want to hatch the eggs without walking at all, or with the least minimum effort possible, so this video is for you. So yeah, I'm gonna tell you 8 tricks that you can use for you to be able to hatch eggs without walking in this game. So let's get right to it. Alright, so the first method is by using bikes. Now this method is pretty common and pretty popular, but it's actually pretty effective if you do not want to walk, but at the same time you don't mind exercising a little while playing Pokemon Go. You can use bikes to actually hatch the game. Now how this works is you actually get your bike out there while Pokemon Go is opened, and you have to leave the phone open in your pocket, of course, and you will actually have to ride your bike very slowly. You don't have to ride your bike very fast, because the game is programmed that if you pass a certain speed while you are playing the game, then it will not count the kilometers for you to hatch the eggs. But if you are riding your bike so slowly with the phone opened in the game without closing the phone, of course you will be able to actually count the number of kilometers for your eggs, so that you will be able to hatch the eggs. So yeah, this is the first method. Get a bike and ride it slowly. Try to ride it as slow as possible, but of course don't ride it slow to the point that you will knock yourself over. That's not a good idea. The second method I got for you is actually an illegal method that can actually get you to get banned from the game, so you have to use it carefully. And this method is by using fake GPS. It gets you into a fake map right there. Now that fake map right there is actually gonna get you into a random location in the game, alright? And all you gotta do, that only works for the PC by the way, will not work for a phone. All you gotta do is use a BlueStacks freaking Android emulator. I actually had another video explaining this in details before, and I had a full tutorial on this method. All you gotta do is to press W to walk forward, and S to walk backwards, and D to walk to the right, and L to walk to the left. And all this actually is gonna count into hatching the egg. So that's basically, you are going to be able to play this game regularly as if it's a regular PC game or a regular video game on the PC. Okay, you will just have to press W to walk forward, S to walk backwards, and D to walk to the right, and S and A to walk to the left. And like I said, this is an illegal method and it might get you banned, so you have to be careful with it. And all the programs you will need is the BlueStacks and fake GPS, and also the Pokemon Go AFK. I had another video with a full tutorial on how this method works and how to do it in order for you, if you want to play Pokemon Go as if it's a PC game. It's really helpful if you want to enjoy the game without having to leave your house. The third method I got for you guys is by using devices in your home that are able to walk by themselves. Now actually there are a lot of devices like that. For example, there is a device, I'm pretty sure it's called Rebuta or something, I'm not exactly sure. What this device does is that it's a cleaning robot or a cleaning device that walks by itself in order for it to be able to clean the house. I'm not exactly sure that its name is Rebuta, but it's a device that is used to cleaning the house. It's sort of a robot that actually walks by itself and cleans the house by itself. Now what you want to do is attach your phone into this Rebuta or into this cleaning robot device that actually walks by itself, and let the robot keeps cleaning the house. And at the same time, of course, you'll have to also open the game all the time, and at the same time you will have the kilometers counted for the eggs to hatch. So this is the third method I got for you guys. Just use this device, not just this specific Rebuta device that actually cleans the house, but any device you have in your house that actually walks by itself. The only thing that came to my mind is that Rebuta device that walks by itself, so that it will clean the floor of the house and stuff. Just attach your phone into this Rebuta while it's cleaning the house, and of course leave the game open, and it will count the kilometers to hatch. So yeah, any device in your house that walks by itself, attach the phone to it and it will hatch the eggs for you. My fourth method for you guys is by using drones. Now of course you guys have heard about the drones that keep flying all over the place. There are drones that fly all over the place, and you can attach your phone to it and fly with it. Okay, my fifth method is actually a pretty hard method, and it might have very serious consequences while you're doing it, so do not do this unless you are a crazy fan of Pokemon Go and you really want to hatch your eggs as soon as possible. But other than that, do not do it because it's pretty dangerous and might have a lot of consequences. And that method is attaching your phone into a ceiling fan and then turning on the fan in the lowest speed possible. Now, like I said, this is a very dangerous method and it could have some consequences, like for an example, breaking your phone, or maybe the phone is gonna get unattached somehow if you're not gluing it correctly to the fan, so the phone will be thrown into someone's face or something. My next method is by using your pets. If you have a pet like a dog or a cat or something, you can simply attach the phone into that dog or cat and turn on the game, and while they are moving all over the house, the game is gonna keep recording the kilometers for hatching the eggs. This method could also be a little bit dangerous if your pet is a little bit, naughty and keeps running all over the place and keeps spinning around and all this kind of stuff that pets do. So yeah, also use this one at your own risk. I'm pretty sure you know your pet better than anyone. So if your pet is kind of a lazy pet or not really a very naughty pet and he just keeps walking around harmlessly, then you can simply attach your phone into that pet, and while he is walking around, the game will keep recording the kilometers for hatching the eggs. But if you know that your pets are actually kind of naughty, like a cat that keeps jumping above the furniture all over the place and keeps spinning around and stuff, do not do that because that actually might harm your phone. And yeah, like I said, there could be consequences for this method as well. Also, you can think of this as a way for the pets to actually pay rent for living in your house. You know, I mean, pets kind of technically live in your house totally free of charge. They don't really do anything for you except love you. So you can consider this as a way for them to pay the rent for living in your house, you know? You can just consider this as their own job for them to be able to live in the house as an exchange for living in the house for free. This is their job inside the house. You attach the phone into their bag and they keep walking, counting kilometers for the game to hatch eggs. And yeah, that sounds like a suitable job for them, and they will do very good job on that, trust me on this one. My next method for you guys is something that is very interesting, and I think that it was actually designed and developed just for this very specific purpose, which is the spinning tables. Actually, yes, there is a new furniture that was developed or designed called the spinning table, where you can click on a button and then the table is gonna keep spinning around. I really am not sure what this table was originally designed for. Like what? I mean, are you supposed to give someone a tea and then he decides to change his location to another part of the table, and you know, he doesn't really want to carry the tea with him because he's too lazy, so you spin the table for him? I have no absolute idea why this spinning table was designed for the first place, what's the main purpose of it. But when it comes to Pokemon Go, it actually is a very useful furniture because you can simply put your phone into the edge of the table and spin the table, and while it's spinning, it will keep counting the kilometers. What the hell is wrong with that creature? Why does he not get freaking inside the Pokeball? Like, come on, get inside already. So yeah, like I said, I have no idea what these spinning tables were originally designed for. It doesn't really make sense to me. I don't think of any purpose that kind of makes sense. I can't think of any purpose that kind of makes sense for that table. But when it comes, finally, I caught the motherfucker. But when it comes to Pokemon Go, you actually realize that the spinning table is an extremely useful furniture when it comes to that game, because you can simply put your phone into the edge of the spinning table and spin the table, and it will keep counting the kilometers for the game to hatch the eggs for you. The last method I want to tell you is actually a pretty simple method, which is charge your phone and leave it there charging all the day long. Now, the reason I'm telling you this method is because the location of your character inside the game is unstable, since the GPS, or not exactly the GPS, but the 3G or the Wi-Fi or whatever, doesn't exactly spot your location in Google Maps or in the maps of the iPhone or the phone generally correctly. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that the phone or the game itself does not detect the location of your character correctly. So if you leave your phone all day in the same location while charging the phone so that it doesn't run out of battery, the game will actually fail to detect the exact location of the phone, so the exact location of your character, and your character will keep walking simple small steps to the backwards and to the frontwards all the day long, while the phone is in its same exact location while charging the phone all day. So basically, if you leave your phone charging all day in the same spot, within 24 hours it will count half kilometer for each egg incubated inside the game. So yeah, these are all my methods in how to hatch eggs faster in this game without walking, and that's all. Let's end the video by catching that motherfucker. Alright, there we go, Mr. Tongue coming out of some weird location. You're going down. You're going down. Alright, there we go. There we go. Okay, one more. No, actually one more. And no, I didn't catch him, of course. Okay, oh my god, that's a terrible way to end the video.